Tom Toma Umo Brony Odin Yankupon. Ye boy Mosian, dear Muchia. Wow, Yankupon, wow, Menina. Now what to me, what body in a suo, na bibiara hunta
Yeah, transformations. We transform ourselves to transform people. And therefore, I hope so be here. Yeah, the wait is over. But that's why I shared this video. In fact, I wanted us to have 2 hours, 30 minutes for this live. But unfortunately, because share baby, I fear and a madrufi. I think I shall say 3:30, but I shall say 4. Which means 30 minutes and I share going to say and 10 times said the bay meet me baby. I don't want to do part 1, part 2. But no ambassador the mom on the door so there are many. There are many things that we need to share today. So many. The be here say we share video no invite people. Let's start quickly. But the many roll call to be within 2 minutes per just 2 minutes roll call. Tell me home prince I told Yankson waha. Or Joseph, I call more boating, I can see you. Eric for you. Ishmael Baden, Barnabas Kochia, Theodora Asen, Joshua Mills is here, and Abdul Karim. I can see you. I can see Ura Waha, Nicholas Dankwa Inkum, Alan Zakwa, Zakwa Afishepa, Kwaku Bila is here. I can also see Fred Autry, Jibodi Bless, Doche GH, Alebina Sarah Azuma, Mihu George Asumadu Poku the cheese here. Feka Daniel, I can see you. Francis Deborah, Mark Ryan. I can see Jnana Caksus here also. Mihu Humphrey, Akume, okay, Akume man, okay. Evans Adujamfi, I can see a man crime. Richard, Oheneba Joseph Akua Mabwatin once again. Cash Prince, I can see you. Moa, how about you? Ajaman Armstrong, I can see you. Charles Kordu Fosu is here. Anastasia Badzi is here. Godfred Entry, how are you? Stephen Yadom, 7. Happy New Year. Kwame Collinson is here. Fred Autry, I can see you. Say Boati Emmanuel. Ata Daniel, I can see Sketch, Bed, and Brush. Joshua once again. Courage. Kalala Voko. Okay. Aubrey, yep, Michael. Darlington Lomote, I can see you. I can see Fred Autry once again. I can see Yasuma Dupoku. Arabanyami is here. Arabanyami design. Jennifer Anderson is here. Jennifer Anderson. Long time. David Affle, I can see you. Ni Senya, I can see you. Okay, Joshua, Charles, George, David Affle, K. Budu. I'm seeing all these numbers. Kwame, what's the name? Is it Kwame Collinson? Okay. I was for so the maker and yeah, you know, and yes, and the door super into me per se, and 10 now. Who dear bay. I was for a better moon asset, me fa medium so not yet that there will be beer or to me about do my fascinity. That there will be a Yankopon should be a we be a team participate and Yankopon can be a home. It was very nice. Do my first was something else. The numbers were so huge, and I was very pleased because I said, "Team no bo Muhammad Mpa, Mr. Goslav ne the team no Bismarck Hall, Dechi Hall, Jonathan Hall, Kwaku Hall, Ken Hall, Prince Omunyina. Yeah, it was great. And Sana Sunyani team so Felix Hall, Kodi Felix, Edna Transformation Felix Hall, Honorable Usu Hall, and all the other members are Omoka home. I'll to me adding Echo fine. Until they say they do my first no ababe channel. It has come to stay. Okay, until yeah, the Yamiase. Very soon, you better say I prepare for Duma Fest 2027. Yamia Adam that time not 20 on come something massive will happen as well. Duma Fest was great. It was very, very great. It was massive. The numbers are not me who be ada. The numbers were huge. Anyway, so today is 8th January 2026. My birthday, you know, because it's very unfortunate. Say every year be an 3rd January, and yeah, forecast of the year. Very unfortunately, because of Duma Festival. In fact, forecast mature the whole best October, November. I'm talking about the global forecast, you know. Mature at the whole since I think the October when I'm say and a first week in November na me wie. Nti na nga plan say ye do Dumasuya. Nze contem me ko Dumasuya 22nd because me free India aba be drew Ghana 21st 22nd and I me call Dumasuya. Me ni team ni na call. Nti na ye plan say ko duro a na nka ya record no e de ato ho. Nti nyame bo ated no na ye yi. By a call we were too busy. Na chance in because na emrena ben 30th because ye kokoye Dumasuya Brilliance Challenge. And no quiz no you focus on tradition, culture and norms. It was very nice. The same day na my birthday no. Enti ye wie yeso no Duma first na sha say on the 2nd. Nti amaya ntimi anya ho an record one to ho. Nti na nei na me de maba me sure say October November na me true forecast no for 2026 to ho. Because be here no and no be kura na e forecast me kura ha say ACC dida. And nti na me brief you say no. So obi bia follow me ache when him say every year 3rd January na me da beto abonten. But this time around Duma first no anko boying because of time na conflict nti na akobanisa no. But I have few things that I want to discuss with you. In fact, and now I'm me mama 109 different predictions for the year because we are dealing with number 1 this year. Do here the matro ha my number nkasa 107. But me will be in fact this time around I wrote something about Ghana. To be honest, I want to be about Ghana, so I wrote something about Ghana. Many things that my number. Together, no 109 different kind of information for the year 2026. Abusuye, my mentor baby. Normally, no. So your trade forecasting in the 2 whole week based on your draw chart, no. The year 2026. You draw a chart and all the positions of the planet within the year. Now you all the houses of the universe also. And then you the nakshatras the bomua. Now no, we will write some of the things that you name say those signs actually. But where we be you know, these are the astrological part of the whole thing that we do. So as a seer, as a clairvoyant, as a mystic, you know, you still go deep down yourself to find out information when you're based on the constellation chart, you know, send it here. And to be honest with you, you know, we are humans. You're humans in tea. You're humans in tea. Untimu enklimu say ubi be our man 100%. I'm being sincere with you. I'm a human. And into the ABA, assemble community be kind and code the way as a cocoba, you know. But many say, ye ni pay dear, you bet me mistake back on me enemies. But you'll be follow me a child. You know, say papa waiting some of Becano, exactly any BC within the year. It's opposite who grading me. Go back to 2025, 3rd January 2025. And some of me can't about the year no tie no kane na we oba ha be den abetiye. So we are about giving you tomorrow's news today. Things that we need to expect tomorrow all the way to the end of the year no and never better hunsen. So they make an the 8th January 2026. I say no 3rd January. But the forecast was written down from October to be due 1st week in November, and I'm true it was sealed. But are there just an upper way just this morning because I knew say and that minimum of life about the global forecast. So what I normally do, I sit in meditation. So around 2 a.m. I was up, so I sat down in meditation. And then when I was going through all the normal church which make us confirming there are few things be a saying a manifest here. A bomi. What did I make? There are few things that me who no pay during my sober reflections on things that I am about discussing with you. No more be an amen kayana a poppy at a manifest here, no. A bomi who make us a was yagume. Yeah. We are about talking about 2026 forecast. But information from 2026 up to 2030. Idea be serious. What the world is going to experience within this period, let me see. And then I will discuss that with you. In fact, nene names remedies be but no that aspect na me hu ye no. And I me hu I said today me we are as me ma remedies be what you need to do from now to 2030. So we will be our kaya. Makanda say something that looks like a third world war will happen in 2032. But I said no pay during my sober reflection when I was trying to see and no man be the home community saying no. At the tail end of it, it was around 3:30 or something to 4. At the tail end of it, I saw information basically from this year 2026 to 2030, which is 5 years from now. Abusia, share this video. And more information I want to give you tomorrow's news today. As usual, no, you have to read because I have about 109 different kind of predictions. A bit have a pen, be 222 because make Jimmy be at least 109 different prediction. Ghana, dear man, number I have some information there for Ghana. I said, Briba moi, menemo a bed discuss it. Ghana, dear no. It's very unfortunate. I needed 2 hours 30 minutes. Anything I made them share 3:30, but unfortunately, me ko baby ko ya de ya me drew fientem. And I must say this time. Until me try say within the 2 hours no, meet my be every. Say the money no, I am an astrologer. I am a numerologist. I'm a psychic. I'm a mystic. Because of all this field that be all pretty well, that's why I'm called a life coach. So we gather information from all these angles. Now, I'll be discussing. The year 20. My voice. Do my first no. I could dini pa juma. I could bread. So I need what? Make I need water. That's in Bajo Mama means why. And into the year 2026, number 1. A year 2026, number 1 numerologically. So a 2026 to 2 plus 0 plus 2 a 4 plus 6 a 10. 10 year 10. Please tell them to give me water, okay? Okay. Yeah. So 4 plus 6 no a 10. 10 year 10. So 1 plus 0 be 1. So this year, a year 2026 no a number 1. But me back. A number 1. Me here so I need water. Yeah, bruh. Yeah. See, I know my minute. Me my dry. But your mom just a minute while me back. Thank you. And then you better be about 2 hours 30 minutes because information is awesome. And say the Americano, and then if January 2026, the forecast was written down at the tail end of October. November. Do my first anything man. I am telling you this because no man am actually no. Better me and son major ones see. The Baba Hama near their child. The year is 2026, which represent number 1. Now there. Say the made Bibiano. The year no a deal with number 2. A deal with number 6 and a dealing with number 1. And there 2 no here 2. Okay, 2. I don't got 2 no be 4. And a 6 so then we can have my 1. So we discuss number 2, number 6, and then number 1. Okay? And then there's a over astrologically. Number 2 no I want a positive trait. I want a negative trait. Number 6 I want no positive trait. I want a negative trait. Then the presiding number of the year, number 1 also want a positive trait. I want a negative trait. So there are many baby. Make sure numbers means when you number 2, number 6, and number 1. Ya chemu we are what is you be expecting within the year. Okay. Now here we are. Then we move on. There, number 1. Now what does it stand for? Planet bend a control number 1. Now what are the positives and the negatives of that number planet rule number 1? No. Now here they call. Then we are now come specifically what we should be expecting. I will cover so many areas in the world. Said the million baby and just to guide you. But before I come and more order for forecast, personal forecast in it. This year, nipe order ye a overwhelming. Okay? And because when me any manual, mama ordering a manually made and you automated. Take it a mature beer dear we are. In fact, our mama nipa best about 300 may momo. The IT4 no apuli the whole details no. Nti ebinu munya. Nti onsanya nkan wo dey relax am on it. Obi bia na order ne de no e wo December bia no. I mean mo order ne first no mu nyina no meguso am send am de ba. Nti you be order here from the beginning no. Relax. I am actually doing it. Me send man crofo but a manual. And we no bi ntimi mboa me say me na me calculate na my send am like that and I need to take time kakra. Nti mo fan che more than a check. I think I'm second the data because me promise say acha by the end of the year nanka monsaka. But nay if to obi sankan e binim saka omde. So please just forgive me and relax. Do my first and a lot of engagement on that be about 2 a.m. At times 3 a.m. Santi and I'm gonna delay kakra no. But say if you do my first and me go so I send the auntie. Say me send the IT for number in we are no must pull another details. Until the one can ya relax. Most be my friend, I said that means can you. Yes, I'm on it. I say I have received mine. Okay, this is a medical wisdom. Okay, until Obi also be Canadian. I'm on it. Okay. I may be through Chinako, and then we through Chinako. I say I haven't received mine. This ura kweku. Don't worry, there's no need saying it's a one can and one kind. Migusu ameye. Obi answer beka. The number 2. I want 2026 no shade. Number 2 no egina homa harmony and cooperation. That is a positive trait. Okay? So diplomacy, sensitivity, intuition, cooperation, adaptability, peacemaking, support and patience. These are the positive traits of number 2. So it means that in this year 2026 some of the influence, from diplomacy, sensitivity, intuition, cooperation, adaptability, peacemaking, support, and patience. These are the positive traits of number 2. About the negative traits of number 2 are indecision, over emotions, timidity, dependency, shyness, fearfulness, easily influencing, or depression. So these are the negative traits of number 2. So it means that this year, Obi Biana Ubenya the positive traits of number 2. No, you should expect all those wonderful and something make no. But Obi Biana so you'll be influenced by the negative trait of number 2. No, you should be expecting all these negative things that I just mentioned. And because the year no number 2 no depression count this year, the level of depression no will be something else. Yeah. Please share this video. I want this number to go to about 3K, 4K, 5K because information here, the man no big information. Okay. Now let's go to number 6. Number 6, so the positive trait in your nurturing and responsibility. Okay, so positive trait in your compassion, loving, responsibility, harmony, acts, protection, community oriented, and then healing. So these are the positive trait of number 6. But the negative trait of number 6 is self-righteousness, meddling, perfectionism, domineeringness at home, jealousy, over-sacrificing, or stubborn. So these are the negative traits of number 6. But I feeling now okay, 2 plus 2 plus 6. About 10. 10 is 1 plus 0, which will give you number 1. No, today I'm not on TikTok. It's only on Facebook, please. Because I need all the crowd here. We don't want to disperse you guys. So that's why I'm here only Facebook and TikTok and Kahon. We are now be post video near the Kokoto a year or the same YouTube. Today I will predict who is going to win the 2026 World Cup. Okay? Today I am going to give you what the stars are saying. The last 3 teams are Omo and Ebeko first, second, third, Stars, and I say I should tell you which country is going to win the World Cup, which country is going to be second, and which country is going to be the third. It is something I don't normally do, but the star want me to tell you this. So the football fans, please come on board and let's have this discussion. So everybody must come to Facebook. We don't have anything on TikTok or YouTube today. We are just on Facebook. So I will give you gist of the World Cup. Who is going to win the World Cup? Who is going to be second? And who is going to be third? I will give you those info because some of you have been asking me since 2004. You World Cup back on your boy on the time bank 2002 the omobo Qatar no ye happen am the bar bonten say a country be never winning a World Cup 2026. Today I am going to give you first, second, third. Tomorrow we try belt, no more bet. Why? They are there. So okay, 2 plus 2 plus 6 in the boomwa. Ebema saying 10. 10 no in numerology can number 1 because 1 plus 0 ebema 1. Okay? Now 1, so what are the positive traits and negative traits of number 1? So number 1, leadership and independence. Yeah, number 1, leadership and independence. So positive traits near pioneering, courage, innovation, ambition, confidence, originality, strong will, natural leadership. These are the positive traits of number 1. So this year, Obibiana Ubenya, the influence of number 1 positively, these are the things that Ube experience in our life. Okay? But the negative trait of number 1, egoism, dominance, aggression, impulsiveness, selfishness, overly assertiveness, lonely or isolation. So these are the negative traits of number 1. Yeah. So number 1, according to astrology, mystical science, numerology, number 1 is ruled by the sun. Yeah. Number 1 is ruled by the sun. And it means this year, what will happen in 2026 will be determined by the influence of the sun. Okay? Share this video. Share the video, invite your people, and like the video. You should do that. I mean, that's a little you can do. The way algorithms say nipadodo like you video and algorithms be man kwachiri. Nti uba waba hey me say yetia better 2 hours 30 minutes better na discuss we nyina. The obetime ya and say you share it for us, you like the video, and then you invite friends. I mean, that's a little you can do to support what we're doing. Okay? And then this year is ruled by the sun. The sun rules number 1. The maximum, the positive, the negative traits of number 1. But let's go to the sun. When the sun rules, what happens? Because my are very dry. Now let's go to the number the sun. So when the sun rules, these are the things we need to expect. Leadership. So this year is about leadership. The year 2026 is just about leadership. Leadership that goes with the positive traits of number 1 under the sun. But because the negative traits of the sun and the negative traits of number 1, no, it is something that is very contradictory to good leadership, no. Any leader be influenced by the negative trait of the sun and number 1, no, they will cause havoc in the world this year. Okay? Any leader are influenced by the negative trait of the sun and number 1, no, that leader no cause havoc in the world. But all the leaders are, I say, Mom, we are investors. Today I have investment bits for all of you. Yeah, Mom, but we stock trading, we cryptocurrency, all that, you know, real estate, gold, rare matter, come over here because today I want to give you tidbits about how to invest your money in the year 2026. But I said, please share this video, like the video, invite people. The number is still not encouraging. We're still below 2,000, 2K. So share this video. So when the sun rules, you should understand the sun rules leadership, vitality, ego, authority, and independence. Because Mami Ngege is saying, I hope so you're okay. Because the sun is number 1. All the qualities of number 1 is controlled by the sun. So when the sun rules, such as being dominant, strong in a natal chart, okay, or in a universal year influenced by number 1, as we are in number 1, no, its energies amplifies intensely. So this can manifest positively as confidence and achievement, but when unbalanced or overly dominant, it leads to challenging negative occurrences. The positive side and the confidence and achievement in good leadership. But when the energy is unbalanced, leaders become overly dominant, and that will lead to challenging and negative occurrences. So in leadership, leaders are supposed to serve their subjects. But when one is influenced negatively by the sun and number 1, no, they become overly dominant. And that kind of attitude, it produces challenging negative occurrences in Kwa. So the year 2026, the whole world will go through serious situations. But country are more fortunate, or more leaders will be influenced by the positive side of the sun and number 1, no, they will be very successful because the year is about leadership. So, no my best is no be na when it comes to health, what we should expect. When it comes to career, what we should expect within the year. And when it comes to relationship and personality and behavioral changes, when we are based on number 1 and the sun, no, you should be able to know what you go through. But because I won't go through all that. But may go straight to the 109 predictions of the world in 2026. But I make and when I was doing my sober reflection on the information I'm making on. Today is 8 January 2026. But the forecast was written down at the tail end of October, and I'm doing up to October and November, first week or second week in November. But because we do my first internal, so some of the things I'm not sure on that. But I'll still give you the gist because I already know my true be at the at all. Nti pay na me sober reflection because I don't be a forecast discussion then. I have to go deep down myself, and then I have to try to see all the things I have written down and how 100% it is, and you won't believe it. Some few things came up. It made me scared. I felt scared. and the information about actually, you know, a normal basis from 2026 to 2030, 5 years from now. Until me yet 2026 focusing in every year. Now what do I do? I said me do go through from now 2026 to 2030. What is going to happen? Serious things. Yeah. Serious things. Number one, said only me na metro until my kind na maka otwi mu e de akero. Number one, the economy of the world will be in turbulence due to the AI bubble. You can say AI bubble. What do I say? Every company is investing so much into AI because the whole world now is about AI, artificial intelligence. And because everybody is investing into AI, you know, so investment, you know, ebe fail the world. They're going to see any and they show AI, no. Sikafo for be infra bonte emma. And into no scanning in AI, no, artificial intelligence, no. In that case, you know, it's like a bubble. Only there, a young cran, you see no man, a huruna ebano. I a bubble and now I want to partner pie. So the AI bubble, and it's every company, almost everybody is investing into the AI, you know. Ebema AI na pay a pay the investment to never cause serious economic issues in the world. Yeah. So the economy of the world will be in turbulence due to the AI bubble. There will be over investment in AI that will cause radical stock falls. There will be a huge adjustment in AI stocks. It will not be a huge disaster because the economy will recover. And you know, the AI bubble, no, all the investment, serious investment into the AI, no, this year, no, a bit busted. Now, busted, a bit investment in a radical stock falls. All the stocks need to fall down, radical ones. But fortunately, no, a bit recover at the end of the day. That's number one. Number two, the British economy will suffer because of loss of trust in the UK government. Mamu wo UK no start and men kan mo say more economy no e be suffer so much because of loss of trust in the UK government. So a lot of people in the UK no more trust in the government no is going down. Because of that in the UK mo be a lot of economic crisis in the year 2026. To the UK now what down so things will be difficult economically. UK. Number three, Canada will also suffer so much economically because of over dependence on exports. Today, Canada will also suffer so much economically because of over dependence on export. Because we can say export there, so be a exporter. But Canada is over dependent on export. And into issues of money America for about the tariff issue and all that, no. China be America focus here in more import ni be more export na. What do you do? So over dependence on export into ebema Canada as suffer economically. Okay, now here deal. Daily farmers will organize huge demonstrations, that is protests against the government due to hardship. And into omo ye akuafo so omo hwe nantwie ne amoamoa no omo be serious campaign against the Canadian government, no. Okay, omo be serious demonstration protest against it due to hardship. These difficulties will help these economies long term because they will be forced to adjust on how things are done. The idea, even though the over dependence on export in Canada, ebema Canada for akwa ahochirem economically, but ekwa animo no ebema has had under no money, and inti ebema even though na ban no bad things, but ebel bo mo matimi stand properly based on a resolution no mo beye. So even though the beginning no bad because of dependence on export, but sa bre on bekomu no ebema ma ye den almost so many things. Bibia betimi asesa ewo the way omoyomo. Number 4, Australia will do better economically because of real earth metal importation to the US or exportation to the US, and the US in turn will have a lot of investment in Australia, including deals. So the Americans say UK air so far, Canada air so far. Now Australia for be into Australia. This year is a good year. Now then, the West and also for Americans say UK economy starts and say on break. Canada for be go to then Australia for the omo enya sa because say when say China for na emma we are seeing na the real earth metals and kese pa how na America for nyafi benam there say tariffs ni trade war na war America for na China for ntemu America for be focus on Australia and in the sikadodo a omo dey call China all the time for real earth metals. So now no they will push everything into Australia. In Australia for ebe import rare earth metals even on be has ekora no aye my sa omo mfeni sen kura say rare earth no omatimi mine ya wie no on be process it. So there will be so many deals between the US and Australia edisika ebe ma Australia for into Australia. I'm telling you say 2026 economically you guys will do very 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 well. Number 5, China will economically suffer even though they are so strong economically. Yeah? China, omu wosika, omu nebuba amanfo bosia, but this year China will suffer economically. As we go on, China is going to suffer in 2026 economically. And there are many things about the president of China, about the president of the UK, about North Korea, about the US, about Joe Biden. I have a lot of information today for you. What about Ghana? At the tail end, they mature a lot of things about Ghana. I hope that I be permitted. I meet mechanic in Ahama. What will happen with Ghana? Okay. So, I say China will economically suffer, even though they are so strong economically. Now, this is at top. And number 6, and number 7 there will be bonds frozen market. Workers not being paid. The housing problems in China will cause so much problems for the citizens. All this is due to massive adjustment to the world economy in 2026. And it is a China or more housing market, a huge. Okay, and the housing market ever encounters severe problems, and that problem, a lot of difficulties about because there will be massive adjustment to the world economy. They ever affected China for or more housing market, and a housing industry so much to the point say ebema kurumu for no and what about to the point that China of all places there will be frozen bonds or call the bond market now. It will be frozen for some time. Even some workers cry no more people be delaying all that. And I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. Some of these things obeti news as usual. China will seek out but their housing industry, this year already the housing industry in China will issue kakra. But this year, very serious, very severe. The citizens of China, I want you to do what China. Pay attention to what I'm telling you because I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. Number 7. Number 8. There will be a lot of instability in the oil market globally due to the problems of Venezuela, and Europe will finally switch off the oil taps from Russia. There will be a lot of instability in the oil market globally due to the problems of Venezuela, and Europe would finally switch off the oil taps. Like I said, we are saying a issue with oil. Why? Because there will be some problem of Venezuela, and finally, Europe for or money Russia for deals on oil and gas, they will shake the taps off because on finding ways that means we'll meet those things, because there will be some severe sanctions coming on Russia. To be on Russia, Obenya secondly, tariffs against you. Because of that, Europe will try to end any deal be on money Russia what about gas and oil. Venezuela, according to forecast, before said the see I have written everything down. Venezuela oil and also soon about the whole world, and because of the problem, there is going to be serious instability in the oil market globally due to problems like Venezuela and Europe. They finally switch off the taps on money Russia for a. Number 9, there will be more sanctions on Russia that will slow down China and India's importation of oil from Russia. And the way I told many person or solve Ukraine and Russia and talk on they will end up piling up so many sanction on Russia. No more mass sanction, my secondary sanction. I can want a secondary tariff. The country be under one in Russia, be digano. You best send the sanctions so and a more tariffs. Because of this, China for any India for or monaya or talk oil baby power in Russia. No, they will try to slow down a bit. Almost through because ye tunnel publicly. The Western world ever pour sanction on us because of that. About India and China, slow. I will draw money Russia, So I say there will be more sanctions on Russia that will slow down China and India's importation of oil from Russia. Number 10, Venezuela oil will be turned off entirely for a period of time. Venezuela, or more oil, no, it will be turned off. It will be turned off completely for some time. This is number 10. Number 11, the Northern America will go through a lot of energy crisis in 2026. To call Northern America, they will go through serious crisis, energy crisis in 2026. Number 12, New Zealand will have huge problems in the housing market. So be very careful about investing into the housing market in that country. Do you be out in Venezuela? Sorry, New Zealand, you're very careful because more housing market and so a issue China for be. Do New Zealand, you're very careful. Don't invest into the housing market because Obeshi Usika. Number 13, there is going to be very, very serious problems in the crypto market. TNE. Please share this video. We are so 2.1K. 5K. Okay. Number 13. There is going to be very, very serious problems in the crypto market. More investment in it. We may emphasize. I am seeing a leading coin collapse, losing about 40 to 70% in value in 2026. I am seeing a leading coin losing about 40 to 70% in value in 2026. Cryptocurrency is going to suffer in 2026. It will be a short period, but will wipe out people's investment. So folly, this crypto now say leading coin. Ebe fall ebe lose about 40 to 70%, you know. Ebe a short fall, and you be ebe cheap. But within that short time, you know, ebe wipe amount for investment be every crypto market. So you be careful. If I make come any amount of time, so do you see within the year and the time bang and as our issue ebe but remember sa time, you know. Na time bang ebe better. Na time bang and you can because investing. I will give you as we go on. Remember that time and in another to me to one amount. But you obaswa now watch a video no. Why? Invite your friends and like it. Here algorithms need beam. The more you more likes, you more share no. Now algorithms need be video no ma. Aku actually more. Yanko number 14. Bitcoin will suffer massively for a short period. There will be a lot of new regulations in the crypto market due to the global instability economically. The crypto market will recover eventually. There will be two falls, one in early of the year and the latter part of the year. So, say you do springtime, the time of spring, that time, you know, crypto no a bit lose big time. Then I make us say some leading coin to say Ethereum and now to say Bitcoin. Bitcoin lose better 40 to 70% in value. So that make a very short time, but a better wipe out amount for investment. By time I also focus on you know, there will be two falls in the year 2026. The first one will be early in the year during the springtime, and then the latter part, you know, after late in summer. Nti best around July, August, ho baby, September ho baby, and a second fall no so ebesan aba. Number 15, the UK has been going through social unrest, but the West is about to happen in 2026. There has been social unrest happening in the UK, you are aware, but the West is about happening, and it's going to happen in 2026. Who UK down so now because this year, when I get to religion and then Islamophobia, you will see what UK and Europe will be going through due to Islam and Christianity. There is something that's coming about. I'm going to say that about Christianity. Something very serious. And a uprising in the year 2026. Don't forget that we are dealing with number one. Number one is ruled by the sun. And the sun represents arrogance, pride, and ego. So anybody obeying the negative influence of the sun, no, egoism, arrogance, pride, no, and many parents to be about cause a lot of commotion in the world. And then don't forget to say the sun is ruled by fire. So this year 2026, there will be so many fire outbreaks. Yeah, they're making you be a me forecaster. Go back to what I did on 3rd January 2025. You will take me serious. Go back and listen to what I said. That ABC 2025. May on the 3rd January go YouTube. Uko here we are. The American in the be taking it serious. Because me can't say my ANC. Yes, me a human. You know, yen to me 100%. But I say me mama who be a mama who better 98% with my focus and my year especially with what I did in 2025. Number 15, I may say the UK has been going through social unrest, but the West is about to happen in 2026. Number 16, there will be so much civil unrest because of migration, and not illegal migration, but all migrations. The idea there will be so much civil unrest. Ubeko kubia mununa and tokwane uprising, demonstration, all that. Before no yes you illegal migration say be a man for to kwanya be a illegal for but this time around no all migration no will cause civil unrest in the world. The amfa will be a legal no be onye legal. It is going to cause so much problems. They may say the world will go through a lot of civil unrest, protest especially. Okay, number 16 here, there will be so much civil unrest because of migration, and not illegal migration, but all migration. All migration. Number 17, the world will go through a lot of civil unrest, protests, especially in the UK, in the EU, and even in Japan, having issues about migration. Many unsuspecting countries will start having issues with migration in general. So what it means is that 2026, you know, there will be so many protests, unrest, UK, EU, even Japan. Any country be suspect migration once this year there will be so much civil unrest, protests against migration. Even countries are suspect issue with migration, they will start doing that. Yanko number 18. I am seeing a lot of rebellion in the US about migration through the universities. So US there before I told me there was a lot of issues. As I come from a crack, a best who built from the universities, you know, make quite any money starts. The bachelor say there will be some new regulations here. The universities will not be happy with it. So ambassador has to say or more a home what is saying a unrest and it's a protesting view. So me say I'm seeing a lot of rebellion in the US about migration or about immigration through the universities. Number 19, there will be a lot of religious divisions in the world due to civil unrest against migration and especially against Islam globally. That means it to be. There will be a lot of religious divisions in the world due to civil unrest against migration and especially against Islam globally. So there will be so many religious divisions in the world because by the could be the indigents will be campaigning, say they don't want people to come to their country. They don't want any migration in their country, especially in Kremofo. So I remember a lot of religious divisions about 2026. Number 20, I can see many social tensions against radical Islamism globally. I can see many social tensions against radical Islamism globally. So I just say, there will be so much tension against that globally. 21. The leftism in the US will turn to something else, causing a lot of social unrest due to an alliance with radical Islamism globally. Duko USA, you were the left, you were the right. But left for no, Omahuni said the way a Trump ayan and normal, or a very radical when it comes to migration, especially when it comes to Islam. So the left will try to go and side with Muslims or Islam. Okay? Even though we are America for, and they know say some of this radical Islamism are very good. But because of politics in Tidom, they will try to pull themselves, the left will try to pull themselves onto the side of radical Islamism, and it will cause so much problem in the US. They may say the leftism in the US will turn to something else, causing a lot of social unrest due to an alliance with radical Islamism globally. Number 22, there will be a major revolution in Iran that will change the perception people have about radical Islamism globally. Iran will go through serious revolution this year in 2026. More moderate form of Islam will be showcased in Iran, and a kind of their ancient patient way of living will be brought back. Again, in 2026, there will be so much problem, revolution over Iran. Me ko actually be chirawo say aban na wo Iran on be tunagu 2026. Tiye on be tunagu e be sha say with revolution. Na ebeduru baabi no okọ Iran a eye amanfo mo Iran e Persia for ansa na Islam e call Iran. They were Persians. Nti on be sha say omo Persian identity no they will bring back. So radical Islamism e wo ha I say to the bomb boy some kwa gradually a from to people perception about Islam no will be a little bit positive when it comes to the revolution at ABC or Iran. So Iran is going to go through a revolution, a serious one in 2026, and that revolution no me quite sure much was say about the government now hono about then two government nagu. I am telling you two nagu no mu tunugu we are me quite ni who say even Saudi Arabia Shia for any Sunni for no be come ho bo Iran ho. So a man for perception about Islam, so Islam there say no man there. Enko basa. Now a man for perception will change because Iran fankasan or more natural traditional way of living no Persian culture. So they'll start displaying that. The man tia say ba mu say o sa Islam no kra na if you say e be say ya de entisa. So there's going to be a serious revolution in Iran in 2026. So number 23, there will be Sunni and Shia alignment in Iran after the revolution in Iran. So after the revolution starts in the CBC 2026, the Shia Muslim and the Sunni Muslim they will align. They will align together with Iran. Because when you say ASR regime na cause a lot of problems among the Islam na Iran no. So yet two abainaguno. The Shias and the Sunnis, a bekambum ama ntiase abom. They say there will be Sunni and Shia alignment in Iran after the revolution in Iran. So number 24, Saudi Arabia and Iran will form a surprising alliance in 2026. And in 2026, Saudi Arabia and Iran, after say abania two abanagu on form a very strong alliance. Number 25. There will be a serious attack on the Pope, but he will escape. The Roman Catholic Pope, there will be an attack on him. An attack to eliminate him. But stars and say obey escape. Yeah. So there will be a serious attack on the Pope, but he will escape. Ebacho, like the video, share the video, and invite your friends. Okay. Number 25. Okay. And Nana Maka said there's going to be a serious attack on the Pope, but he will escape. Number 26, there will be a rise of traditional Christian values in Europe due to the problems of Islam globally. There will be a rise of traditional Christian values in Europe due to the problems of Islam globally. So, Oko Europe, among for Philistine Cramophone, take over Europe. And in the amount for being now, pay attention, no more pay migration. Oh, and you invite to be ano. Europe was quite no Christian country for many years. So now, they don't follow any Christian values, you know. They will feel say, hey, Christianity is at risk. So they will all come together and start showing some signs of Christian values. For instance, Sunday I saw maybe I do Easter, that kind of thing. So nipa do no more Europe, they will team up because they want to fight against Islam. I said, what is it? The Europe in Kremofo take over no. What Christians will team up. Until said there will be a rise of number 27, yeah. Number 26. There will be a rise of traditional Christian values in Europe due to the problems of Islam globally. So they will team up on cross of the Quran or say me a Christian. So gradually they will team up that they want to fight Islam in Europe. Number 27. There will be a rise of an extreme traditional Christian speaker from Netherlands or Germany who will call for the ban of Islam in Europe. This person will have a great support and following globally and might be banned from social media platforms. There will be a rise of an extreme traditional Christian speaker from Netherlands or Germany who will call for the ban of Islam in Europe. This person will have a great following and support globally and might be banned from some social media platforms. Europe, you will be kasa Christianity, extreme traditional Christian values. Na obenya a lot of support globally. I bet you baby cry no, you be banned on social media because of the way or kasa fan. They make you better because I am giving you tomorrow's news today. Okay? Yanko number 28. I see a lot of religious conflicts in 2026 due to the rise of traditional Christian values globally. So there will be a rise of traditional Christian values in Europe and throughout the whole world. I don't know about a lot of conflicts, a religious conflict as we are saying in 2026. 29. Gaza peace deal will hold, but Hamas will refuse to disarm. Hamas for disarm it, even though peace deal will be hold kind of. The rebuilding program Gaza will happen in the north of Gaza, but not necessarily in 2026. I saw some building Gaza. For 2026, but and yes, year we about to us. But northern Gaza paying on Bema because Hamas for they will refuse to disarm. Number 30. Middle East generally will still go through turmoil. And I'm not seeing a Palestinian state in the predictions. Yeah. There are so many European countries, Arabic countries, I say almost support Palestinian state, but predictions say Middle East and Tokabekosos and stars, and like I said, there's not going to be any Palestinian state in 2026. Okay, so call number 31. The West Bank will become the main point of contention as series of attacks and counterattacks will be recorded. You see, free Gaza kakrano. West Bank na Israel for them to until no be attack upon attacks our West Bank even though Gaza and Tokwano you see yankumbi but West Bank no and be serious war. 32. Lebanon, Yemen, Syria will have attacks and counterattacks from Israel. Israel will continue to attack Lebanon, Yemen, and Syria, and those places in over to us 2026. Number 33, like I said previously, there will be a serious revolution in Iran due to economic collapse, water and food shortages, and certain amount of dislike of the regime. So I can say there will be a serious revolution in Iran. There isn't a revolution, but due to economic collapse, water and food shortages, and certain amount of dislike of the regime. And until an serious revolution about Iran in 2026. Number 34, the supreme leader of Iran will be gone in 2027. So stars and say, a supreme leader of Iran, no, latest by the end of 2027, he won't be there. Yes. 35, an Iranian prince or king who is in exile will return to Iran and will receive cheers from the masses. And until when the kingdom or the rule of the current government of Iran a failure, there is an Iranian king or a prince. Sana stars and it can become minimum. But also an Iranian prince or king. Or what else did that? Now Obeko back to Iran. No kwa a man for be receiving so well, bringing a lot of support over Iran. They're making, don't be surprised because I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. About the news over they're making. So they're making one and year. Go back to 2025, 3rd January. May you focus about the year and go and see what I said and what happened. Young call number 36. If you check my previous forecast, I predicted that Iran will have a new flag. That will happen in 2026. So last year, 2025, make I say Iran, because say abanagu in a way, and umbenya new flag, change your flag, you know. Start in this prediction I'm here last year, 2025, you know, a basic 2026. But you have no like video, you know, share the video, invite your friends. Reason is say video be like more, algorithms need beam. I'm a video no actually. Video be share them more, algorithms need beam. Tell me oba no what share, no one like in patch. Why? So young call number 37. There will be two people who will become very powerful in Iran. A young man and an old lady. This signifies the drastic change from the old regime to a new one. So according to the stars, you know, when the regime in Iran falls, there are two persons be very famous. One young guy and one old lady. Take mantle into the heart. Say everything will be revolving around them. Okay? So these are what the stars are saying, and I'm telling you, some of these things, I don't know. If some of the DNA can't come in, but stand up and say, BBC. I don't even go and then investigate it because I believe the stars. Okay? Yanko number 38. Syria will be rebuilt due to the elimination of sanctions from the Western world with a lot of foreign money. So there was so much sanction. Syria. All those sanctions will be removed, and then Sikapa or Monsabekantino, the country will be rebuilt. That's Syria. Number 39. There will be an extension of the Abraham Accord that will include Syria and other Arabic nations. One was already know there's some Abraham Accord to be at Trump. They shall say, Israel for some Arabic nations. So this year, 2026, you know, Syria be joining this Abraham Accord, you know, and you know, other Arabic countries be joining the Abraham Accord. Or Israel for be teaming up. On benya some deals be said to come be Syria. You be support also a 2 year be support that kind of thing. You be see in 2026. Number 40. The Ukraine war will come to an end in 2026. I predicted it in my previous predictions. And that will happen in 2026. Like I said in 2025, Russia will keep some land with natural resources and claim victory. Putin will be forced to accept peace deal to end the war because there is going to be a lot of things against him in Russia. So back in 2025, we can say, in 2026, Russia ebedi Ukraine so unkunim. Na omunkuno mbedi ni say omanya landa. Sa land no ye was agudi bebre resources wom. Bema Russia for need. Na Putin will be forced to accept the deal now because as Antokwano are dragging for too long, Omo loses so many things. So the people in Russia will not be happy with Russia president, you know. So he will be forced to accept the deal. Now about whenever I say this is number 40. 41. Russia armament factory will be targeted by a clandestine move by Ukraine. Nti be a Russia for omum fidie bi wo akode kese bebrebe aye factory no. clandestinely, you know, Ukraine for be attack it. Yes, armament factory now about Russia in 2026. Now, for the two, there will be a fallout between Russia and China. I am giving you tomorrow's news today. There will be a fallout between Russia and China. Russia and China, when allies by 2026, starting to say there will be a fallout between Russia and China. A kind of conflict, not military conflict, though, but one of weapons, market, a conflict of interest of kind. They have to say, Russia and China are close, but there will be a fallout in 2026. You get what I'm to call. But as I say, market wise, country be a China person no more dealing no, ebia Russia so pay. Na omunya say akwaye maintain me ho ase be kind of thing. Said they be ya obi abeti manyama because Russia American go China, they are selfish people. When China is supporting you, it's not because they love you. It's because they know what they can gain from you. Yes. And then you know when a drew baby na America for tariffs be sanctions echo Russia so say a man for better even oil crowd or Russia on bema sanction no. Ebema China ni India o ma twa mo kakra. Nti no market be a na Russia again is free no. China will try to claim all that. So at the fallout beba Russia and China and them. Number 43, me see India will stop buying Russia weapons. So onima India for Russia weapons no more. By 2026, you know, they will stop buying weapons from Russia. Number 44, both the Russia and China leaders are having declining health issues, which will be very obvious in 2026 and will be talked about in the news. What I'm saying is that Russia, Xi Jinping, and Vladimir Putin, stars and say 2026, or more health, a bit deteriorating, very, very visible, and it will be in the news. Even if I was Xi Jinping, crowd me question Marco Kanchi was say on no transplant, either kidney, liver, or something transplant in 2026. I didn't send me back our China. I'll go there. But how they make about the health of Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin. Say more health and deteriorate to a point. A baby news the world will know. Number 45. Venezuela government will fall in 2026 through the cartels or the US. There will be a new government in the country which will have some difficulties from the citizens, but inflows of money from America into the oil sector will change the minds of the citizens. There will be a lot of resistance in Venezuela. The star and say the Venezuela former government will fall in 2026, whether through some cartels or through the US. Okay, now a new government now also bring a lot of problems from the citizens. But later, no sika be free America, I become Venezuela and Ebema citizens no either or ma try say or money abandon bit me juma. So that is what the stars is saying. Say 2026, Venezuela government will fall. Now a fall here, the new government will go through a lot of difficulties. But there will be so much money coming from America to Venezuela. Ebema abandon et me try and manage no man. Number 46. Cuba will go through major problems after the Maduro government in Venezuela. So Venezuela government, a collapse we are about affect Cuba seriously in 2026. Number 47, a complete change in Cuba will happen in 2026. The Cuba government will be brought down. There will be an attack on Cuba because of a secret Chinese base. And this attack will be by the US. Finally, the problems of Cuba will be solved by Trump. The Americans say a complete change in Cuba will happen in 2026. The Cuba government will be brought down. Then here, America for who say Russia and China for our secret as a military base be Cuba or money. Do mu hu enu a ebe mo tu eye Cuba government nagu. No mu we are whatever problem we ho no Trump be try so be solve problem no. This is what the stars are saying. Don't forget I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. Mark it and see. You hear it in the news. Maybe I should also watch a video, like the video, invite people to join us because the algorithms, say like if you be I know be mama na kwachiri. Do with my support to your channel and obeti me why? Okay, so you call number 48. I can see a public building of Roman architecture being hit by a meteor or a missile in France in 2026. It means in France. So okay, yeah. 2025, Mekacho said there will be a terrorist attack at the Eiffel Tower. 2025. That thing should have happened during the Christmas Eve. So okay, yeah, France, almost Christmas Eve, no, oman di. Because say omunya intel stars in intro. Whatever the star says will happen. And don't forget, we are giving you tomorrow's news today. So I can see a public building of Roman architecture being hit by a meteor or missile in France in 2026. Then be seen as a Roman infrastructure be. Can't it ancient structure be? Missile back of Shimana, a meteor will go and hit that building in 2026. 49. A complete meltdown of the economy for the UK. UK this year, more economy, no. A better tiap and some is a better. Oh, UK try much know how to invest because say UK economic rules, no, a bit so much. Now, my government, no, now so be shibasa. I am coming there. Number 50. The UK Prime Minister will go, but through a lot of chaos. There will be a caretaker Prime Minister when he goes until substantive one comes on board. A general election will be called later in 2026 and the Reform Party will win with a small margin. Many Labour politicians will join the Reform Party. So it means that in 2026, UK Prime Minister no will go through a lot of problems, a lot of chaos. There will be a caretaker and sana ya tuaba. Na ya tuaba the Reform Party UK and a winning. Before the election, there are so many politicians, more Labour Party, more omunina be defeated. Ako the Reform Party. Markets. I am giving you tomorrow's news today, and it will happen as I'm telling you because the stars don't lie. 51. The stars predict Joe Biden leaving the world in 2026. I feel bad saying this because I know, say, our lives are in the hands of providence. But this is what the stars are saying. Yeah. Stars and say Joe Biden, the former president of the US, will leave us in this 2026. Yes. But this is what the stars are saying, so I have to tell you. No, I don't feel good when we have to talk about somebody's demise. I said the meltdown is good chaos. It's opening a new way to transactions. Yeah, definitely. So, Yanko, number 52. There will be rising of socialism in the US, a dangerous move in the US that will invoke serious uprising. I say, Oko New York no, or more, mayor no, or a socialist kind of thing, even though or Democrat or a socialist Democrat. And into socialism, it has a paja, US, cause a lot of uprisings. 53, I can see the Republicans maintaining majority in the Senate, but they will lose in the House in the coming elections in 2026. That will make it difficult for President Trump. And in the US, no, or more Senate, or more Congress, or more Tuaba. The stars and I say Republicans on maintaining majority our Senate ho. But I call a house what they are. Home lose. A balance and a difficult for President Trump. Sabia obey me. I had no more person here the way open. 54 no. I predicted the fall out of President Trump and Elon Musk. What happened? And the stars are saying they will come back together. There will be a new partnership between them. So back here 2025. Mekachila will say, President Trump and Elon Musk there will be a fallout. Yeah. And I'm charity to say, there's going to be a fallout between President Trump and Elon Musk. It happened exactly. The stars are saying, say, in 2026, President Trump and Elon Musk teaming up, together, then there will be a serious partnership again between them. Yeah. Whatever I tell you will happen because the stars do not lie. Number 55. There will be some scandals against President Trump that will involve many great leaders, but this can't bring President Trump down. I can see some spiritual leaders involved. So there will be some scandal against Trump in 2026. And this is going to be a very serious one. There will be some big pastors and big church leaders, some spiritual people be or mere part of that scandal. But that scandal will not be able to bring Trump down. Yeah, it will not bring him down. So that's what the star is saying. And I know yeah, number 55. So 56. Canadian Prime Minister will have a lot of backlash, but he will still be in power. But he will go through a lot of problems in September 2026 for him. And that will force him, his government, to make a lot of changes. So Canadian Prime Minister will go through so much problems. Especially in September, there will be a lot of reforms on the government, seriously. 57. I can see 2026 will be the beginning of the weakness of the Communist Party in China. A worldwide Chinese influence will be uncovered in 2026. How China and Russia money has been pumped to Western countries to sabotage their government through the universities. So what it means is that in 2026, there are so many kululu be a Russia for China for a year on person bring it down the Western world through a year or more universities. Sika more pump it among for a campaign, serious campaign demonstration. I say Jnana, as the CEO of the BP Krishna, actually, I can't say. That's what's going to happen. Baba daddy say Russia for and China for and share all the universities are no more that demonstration Russia for and China for and Iran for kakra and Qatar for kakra shim and no more identity Baba daddy in 2026. They say I can see 2026 will be the beginning of the weakness of the Communist Party in China. So China government in 2026 on behalf of CSA or Mokofum. And I'm telling you, something I'm going to tell you in October 2027, something is going to happen. I saw that this morning. From 2026 to 2030, no more BBC. So stay here. Invite people. See the fake prophets are here taking notes. Anyway, stars me prophet. Me prophet too. But they make a bit see as I'm saying because the stars do not lie. I was young call number 58. It will come to light that there has been major bribery from China to many world leaders. In 2026, so never be there is there. China for bribe almost the whole world. Leaders are bribe about be there in 2026. 59. The Chinese president will leave in 2027. Xi Jinping is a strong leader in China. But the star is saying that he will leave in 2027. He will have a major transplant that will cause problems to his health. There will be some controversy after the transplant. Maybe someone's organ will be used. The decline of his political power and health will be very visible in 2026. So what the star is saying is that Xi Jinping, 2026, the health will be very bad. Obey here transplant. In fact, stars and either kidney or whatever, some of the transplant. Now, omoya transplant ni we are. Eba be chaotic because eba go say nipa na omo yusu no organ de ye no. Enye obi a I say ya chi obi na ye yi ni organ akoko shema man. That kind of thing. Eba be ye news eba be da bonten. Market. Xi Jinping eba a transplant in 2026. It will happen. Yeah. I'm saying you'll be able to follow me. Especially follow me forecast. Only what I'm saying. Like the video, share the video, let's go. So number 59, I'm a kind. Said the Chinese president will leave in 2027. He will have a major transplant that will cause problems to his health. There will be some controversy after the transplant. Maybe someone's organ will be used. I say obi organ here you should and yeah farmer that kind of thing. Back where you should be. Number 60. A very senior official in China or a military or security person will disappear through death in China. There will be speculations of internal coup attempt against Xi. And in China, a military official announced a security official be ya be che na kum no na ba hu say or try say or ye coup e dey to Xi Jinping and ya che no ye kum no e be si obete hu asem e wo news no. Number 61, there will be a collapse of something structural in China, something like a great dam or a railway infrastructure in 2026. That will be seen by the people as a sign of fall from power for the government. It starts and say in 2026, something like a infrastructure, they say a railway infrastructure and a dam a bit collapse China. And China for normally very superstitious people. Almost believing mysticism. So when those things begin to happen like that, or because the government, mystically, it's like we're losing the control. Anything that be this ACC will crew, okay? They may say there will be a collapse of something structural in China, something like a great dam or a railway infrastructure in 2026. That will be seen by the people as a sign of fall from power for the government. 62. Australia will strengthen its ties with the US. Very important deals like the rare earth metals, manufacturing of rare earth metals. Australia for country any problem economically. No, Australia will do very well because say strengthen ties with the US. Our important deals with this rare earth metals now America for free China no. So now the focus because Australia until manufacturing of the rare earth metals mining and 63. There will be huge sum of money from the US to Australia. And the Australia for no benye sikapa from US because of the rare earth metals now. Benye free Australia into American money about Australia this year no be. Number 65. Many parts of the world will have water crisis in 2026, especially South Africa, some other parts of Africa too, Iran including Europe and Far East. Australia also. So it means that many parts of the world ever experiencing water crisis in 2026, especially South Africa number one. Oko Africa, other Africa countries can home. Iran, be, and Oko Europe, so the same then Far East and Australia. Omunina benya serious water crisis issue in 2026. Number 66. Many water bodies, rivers, and dams will dry up in 2026. So in 2026, a man must go to Australia. Yeah, when you're Australia this year, go there. So many water bodies, rivers, and dams will dry up in 2026. Number 67, Australia will in 2026 emerge as a strong contender in space business. So, and I'm saying, Omore Air Metals, deals because they will invest more into the space business. Okay. Number 68, Elon Musk will partner the Australian government to build a spaceship with the help of the US government. Australia will do well economically whilst the world suffers somehow. In the West Air so far, Australia will do well. There's going to be a partnership between Elon Musk and Australian government through the help of the US government. Ombe partner omba koye bibi about a spaceship over Australia. They make ABC because this is tomorrow's news given today. Number 69. The government of France will collapse. Macron will go. Stars and say Emmanuel Macron will go in 2026. His government will collapse this year. Number 70. There will be direct confrontation between Philippines and China. Even though it wouldn't generate into a full-blown war, but the weapons will be fired about who owns some land. The Philippines and China will be a big issue in 2026. To a big war. Our land be between Philippines and China. Okay, so let's go to number 71. North Korea leader will face a serious health problem in 2026, and there will be moves to replace him. So then, Kim Jong-un starts and say 2026, the health, will face a lot of serious health problems. 2026. And replace South Africa. The ruling government in South Africa, ANC, will fracture due to severe energy crisis. There will be blackouts everywhere. South Africa being a big issue. The ANC government will suffer like anything because there will be serious crisis, high energy crisis. South Africa in 2026. Number 73. There is going to be serious political turmoil in Turkey due to the health of Erdogan in 2026. So Erdogan no Turkey for leader starts in the health. So it seems that see the whole world, all the leaders in a health issue because we are dealing with the sun. And when the sun rules, health is something else. Especially if the negative side of the sun affects you. And in all the leaders now are performing very good, you know. Or the negative effect of the sun, so more health because so but here, about 6 different leaders are health and so Turkey will experience a very serious there's going to be a serious political turmoil in Turkey due to the health of Erdogan in 2026. Number 74. Turkey will experience a very serious earthquake that will cause severe problems with infrastructure and damages Turkey's finances due to some slowdown in tourism. I predicted earthquake in the sea. I was taking again a new footballer be free. Stars and like I say, an earthquake of that magnitude is going to happen in 2026. I best say no more baby. Yes, I best say no more baby. I remember tourism akofom because tourism or parent, you know, you could see people will be afraid to go to Turkey. Okay, let's go to number 75. I am seeing serious revoke in Europe by farmers. There will be food shortages and disruption in Europe or EU and UK as well. Holland, France, Germany, and Italy. And you know, farmers are more Europe. A lot of demonstration, revoke against their government because there's going to be serious shortages of food. There will be a lot of disruption about Europe. Number 76. There will be many youth uprising in universities globally, particularly in the US and Europe. A kind of youth movement fighting against the fact that they are being sidelined. Okay? Because of degrees, you know, and because of AI. So there's going to be something like a youth movement in 2026. On Besha say universities, you know. Globally, no a serious demonstration. Nina say AI edge into school degrees. So there's going to be a youth uprising movement at ABC of 2026. The banner said that there will be a lot of new rules imposed on universities here. Students and them pet. To has some more demonstrations. So there will be a kind of an uprising movement at universities a trouble will be in 2026. 77. The flight 370 MH370 will be found in Thailand. Obekaya plane BX okoye ayira up to no munyanhui. Malaysia for plane Obekaya starts in 2026. MH370 will be found in Thailand. This is what the start. I say, please, is MPP going to be in opposition for 40 years? Please, no offense. Please, I'm not coming there now. Wait. I have something about MPP and NDC. Something about Ghana at the tail end of this. Okay. Number 78. The major earthquake in Turkey will affect Iran as well. So I can say there will be a huge earthquake. Said about could see a free mono. A BBC CBO in 2026 Turkey. They see a bear affect Iran. Okay. So 79. The Himalayas will also experience a serious earthquake in India as well. Streams, rivers, even the Ganges will be distracted. To call the Himalayas and Mount Everest one so starts when I say earthquake be sure. They see where a bear affect rivers, streams, even river Ganga and India and got very distracted. Don't forget, I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. 2014, NSA Malaysia for play a crash here. Starts and say, or be who play no. Say be an a pass, you who say good baby, but what I say. Good. Number 80. There will be huge earthquakes in the Caribbean, okay, in the Caribbean and the east coast of the US. that will further goes north, reaching even New York. There will be huge earthquakes in the Caribbean and the east coast of the US. That will further goes north. It will go north, reaching even New York. Caribbean ho, FKK CBC. Ebekwa to east coast of US. Ebeba even New York for kwa bedding. Ebe experience be. What's the favorite color for the year? Don't worry, I'm coming there. Ebeba ho. Alright. Number 81. Me say me mama 109. Okay. Number 81. I saw a serious damage to a nuclear or a chemical facility in Europe, especially in France. That will cause some toxins in the environment. So there will be a chemical facility be or nuclear facility be a bit damage. 2026 a bit say environment a bit pollute be with toxins. Number 82. The Middle East will experience severe water shortages in 2026. Middle East bit bread this year like anything else. Number 83. America and Europe will find issues with water. But at the same time, the Far East will experience flooding in China. Do be call America and Europe no, ombenya issue won su ho. At the same time, we be call China, Far East no, na ensu flood omo nyina. So the opposite will happen. Mama Mofian wake up, mama wake up. Who is going to be first, second, and third in 2026? Wake up, eba. Yanko number 84. The Iceland will experience massive volcanic actions, even though this happens mostly, but it will be severe in 2026. Oko Iceland they be na volcanic eruption see but they be see 2026 no. Ebe adu twam. Mama num nsuo na me ba 85. Yanko 85. I saw a new building that will be focused on a new form of energy, maybe with water that will help the world. A very good news. I want to say the whole world will issue with energy. In 2026, the stars is seen say there will be a new building be scientific building be a focus on some generate energy. Maybe using water. I very clean energy and yet difficult to come by. ABC 2026. Number 86. Massive space technology in Australia. Like I said earlier, no. That will be done by SpaceX. A very good positive news. Massive space technology Australia. SpaceX, Elon Musk company, no. And on money Australia for a year. Space technology can see pa 87. Elon Musk will step into film making as Hollywood is collapsing. And you say, is it not funny? Elon Musk will venture or step into filmmaking as Hollywood is collapsing. The can album, it is going to happen. Okay? There will be medical breakthrough in 2026 for cancer, HIV. And I'm catching them say, because the sun is ruling, no. This year, you be a vaccine for cancer, vaccine for HIV, any medication for your DB. Okay? So I know you're 88. You go 89. There will be anti-aging vaccine in 2026. That will shock the medical world. In 2026, you know, there will be an anti-aging vaccine. I bet shock the medical world. Vaccine at war and we appear in 2020. One hour supposed to about gig, you know, data. Why am I blocking to stop? Okay, so let's go to number 90. The stars predicts the demise of Prince or King Charles of the UK. That will cause many changes in the royal family. Duko UK, no King Charles. And after Prince Charles, stars and they say he is going to leave. Now, there will be a lot of changes in the royal family in the UK. Number 91. The World Cup 2026 will experience problems in Mexico by the drug cartels to mess it up. The World Cup in Mexico, no. The cartels drug cartels no be cause problem during the World Cup. We be tell them making. Until you about Canada, you about US, and Mexico nko an problem because of the drug cartels. Some say almost say government needing. So the World Cup no person ko hebia. Now tie me a go to the US, go to Canada, don't go to Mexico. Because the drug cartels no cause problems in the FIFA World Cup in 2026 market. Now no footballers in Muntie me mamo apo. I'm about the World Cup. Why? Tonight I say the World Cup 2026 will experience problems in Mexico by the drug cartels to mess it up. Number 92. Argentina, Spain, and France will be the finalists in the FIFA World Cup in 2026. Finals will be between Spain and Argentina will win. What here? And you mean I make a stars in Eka. Please share this video, like the video. And you mean I make a stars in Eka. 92. Argentina, Spain, and France will be the finalists in the FIFA World Cup in 2026. Finals will be between Spain and Argentina will win. Yeah. And you mean I make a stars in Eka. Yeah. 92 no. A back high, number 92. Number 93, the Saudi Arabia will emerge as a strong football nation because they will buy big football clubs like Valencia or Inter Milan. That will cause many upset in Europe. Saudi Arabia be top either say Valencia and as Inter Milan. Yes, be top. Omota e be cause problem in Europe. Say didn't na a club mama Arab for better. E be cause a lot of problems. They make Kenya 93 no. 94. I am seeing major Hollywood studio collapse in 2026. The Hollywood almost studio ke sia omo ye movies ho omo ha omo ye adwuma e be collapse in 2026. They may say I am seeing major Hollywood studio collapse in 2026. Number 95. Netflix will encounter major problems in 2026 as its shares will collapse and lose a lot of followers. Netflix saying na area no. Ombe encounter big problem in 2026. But more shares are collapsing. Ombe lose a lot of followers. Number 96. Elon Musk will enter the movie industry, causing problems for Netflix. So Netflix problem, you know, Elon Musk maybe cause it because he will enter in there and all the different apps we will buy and show better movies, better good things, and a better more clear than Netflix. So people will start losing interest in Netflix or movie called the Elon Musk. Okay? Good. Number 97. President Trump will pursue his issues with BBC, but he might discontinue the case along the way, but will cause a lot of changes to how BBC operates. When is that Trump or say or the BBC for air court starts and say along the way, you know, or be discontinue the case, you know, but an internet a lot of changes will BBC how I'm more operating. Number 98. They say I see fire in a film set that caused a celebrity harm. I say mu movies mu hona or mu movies na ejatum. Na ejatum. Celebrity be obi owodi pa na obi pira kese pa. 99. There will be scandals of major celebrities trafficking. So there will be trafficking a best scandal against major celebrities of the world. 100. I see a stadium disaster in a least expected place in 2026. 2026, you know, there will be a stadium disaster. But be a man for quiet suspected BBC. We are number 100, you know. Number 101 from Hannah person may know a child way. I will share this video before I go forward. So Bekaya. In Kame, you can have a BDSC. Kame is 100 because I'm a pen number 1. Tini. T. Baby, I'm not doing better numbers because I'm going to give you some information 2026 to 2030 what is going to happen. My forecast, you know, me Troy eba be see number 100. You know why? Because this year 2026 number 1. To me say memma focus 100 up to number 100. Number 100 is number 1. But this morning early dawn, when I sat down and I was doing sober reflection on the things I've written, when I go deep down my heart, I started doing projection. I got new message just today. I got new message. And your message kono. And your message ihu. Ti hono maduru ye from 101 all the way to 109 or 107 no. And no number become 7. I wanted to share the video, like the video, like here, like the video, share the video, invite your friends. Yeah. From here going, I am giving information from 2026 to 2030, what the world should expect. I say, Ronaldo is unless 2034. That be. Obi say, God, me who comment the be an person make kind. Okay, I'm saying Kosovo. Spain and Argentina, how come bet on it? Guys, let me know. They say stars and they say Argentina, Spain, and France. Okay? The Spain and Argentina back finance. Argentina will win. Stars and I can. At times some of these things, So what the wagon you can't say it. But when the stars say something, I believe. I've been dealing with the stars for many years and I trust the stars. So this is what the stars are saying. So I have to say it. Yeah. So from 101 all the way to 107 is something about what is going to happen from 2026 to 2030. Yeah. I'm afraid. Shadia? From 2026 to 2030, the top 5 countries in the world will be in a great war. From 2026 to 2030, the top 5 countries in the world would be in a great war. The US, China, Russia, India, and Europe. But Adenankasa ebesha ase from October 2027. Mpempenso no besha ase afia by October 2027 and adi besha ase. Stars and say something that looks like the Third World War will happen in 2032. But we need popoye. Yeah. We need popoye. Yeah. It's serious. From 2026 to 2030, the top 5 countries in the world will be in great war. US, China, Russia, India, Europe. Now, where do you stars in the can? Stars in the Woodian, Bobo Wedin, Ombo US, Ombo Wedin. Because, Sa normal within the whole da. See, Sa focus a minimum we are there. It has been written down for thousands of years. But every 500 years, biano, new message comes. And the same message now, as you repeat it. Every 300 years, every 500 years, repeat it. Every 500 years, repeat it. And pay ya metewana may share now my focus up to 100. And into me, now, I have to meditate and see. And no, I'm nobody home come about saying. And a new information we buy and the power and the way and the pay I'm sure from 101 to 107. They say from 2026 to 2030, the top 5 countries in the world will be in a great war. Stars na ambo countries in the Miana medical country in the church or not here. Stars na a kind, or say the one that rules the seas, the one that rules the lands of the dragon, the one that rules from the snows, the one that rules from the snows, the one that lies in the lamp of dharma and religion, and the one that lies in the rules of empires. So when the stars, not the stars, can't we no more. One more US din, one more China din, one more Russia din, one more Europe din, one more India din, but ye nim. Because mystically, your terms are code names for these countries. So the one that, sorry, so the world will be in great crisis. The one that rules the seas, the US. Yeah. The one that rules the seas, the US, according to mystical understanding. The one that rules the lands of the dragon, China for. The one that rules from the snows, Russia. The one that rises from the snows, Russia. The one that lies in the lump of dharma or religion, India. And the one that lies in the ruins of empire, Europe. So a mystical coding. So the stars in Ambo country by US, China, Russia, Europe, and India. Or more and as our code name we stand for. The one that rules the seas, US. The one that rules the lands of the dragon, China. The ones that rises from the snow, Russia. The one that lies in the lump of dharma, India. And then the one that lies in the ruins of empire, Europe. And starts and I say, all these 5 countries, from 2026. It seems China will be dismantled, collapsed, or restarted. The US will be damaged in places during this period. The negative element of India will be removed. The calamities will be global. Now sound is there, my boy. Okay. Number 103. Because of this impending problem, you cannot do anything about it. I cannot do anything about it. This is something that has been written down thousands of years, and every 500 years, you repeat it. The same information every 500 years, you repeat it. And I repeat it, say 2026 to 2030. These 5 countries, major countries of the world, they will be in a serious battle. But they can say by 2032, and something that looks like third world will be seen. So then, yes, to get into 2032, something that looks like the third world war is going to happen. But it doesn't mean say we are singing our best. No, there will be war. Say they'll call Ukraine, and the call is Ukraine. No, oh, they say voice. Say, Eba, Anameboa, it's coming. Anameboa. Mike can call off by say Eba. That looks like the third world war. Yeah, Eba. But it doesn't mean say. Sound about Eba demon checking here. Say the American Oko Ukraine and to quite see what Ukraine still people are living there. Oko Russia and to quite cost people are still living there. So yes, and to quite say Eba there, but doesn't mean the whole world is coming to an end. No, the world will still be there, but there's going to be chaotic. Now idea. From 2026 all the way to 2030 American. And I'm the baby sintin and I'm be where say obi atu and I remember some advice no. And from 103. There are things you need to focus on. Things that you need to focus on. Focus on these before the time. That's 103. Focus on these before the time. A, number 1, remove toxins in your body. What does it mean? That means living a chemical-free life. Huh? Try to live a chemical-free life. You're polluted. You're polluted. You're polluted. And in turn, we should try as much as possible. Say, you better remove toxins from our body. Any ways that means that obey me a fire, you must do it. Because that time, to kind of basis is, say we will be a was system so already full of toxins. And from a boy, I know. And you must focus on these, remove toxins in your body. That is living a chemical-free life. Number 2, radiation from gadgets and devices. Try say over fasting from those things. Too much gadgets, like me, I use gadgets all the time. But in fact, since morning, me who's the way in my shop, say me very careful. Timbi our gadgets will be, over that for to be a little bit far away from you. Timbi a screen so near, you're very careful. So we should try say radiation from gadgets and devices. Then over-reliance or dependence on internet and artificial intelligence. These 3 things should be our hallmark from 2026 to 2030 because of what is yet to happen. Subsequently, the remedies, beba. Match no maybe I'll bit me some tea be a bit my yarn, one bit my yarn all the time. You remove toxins. Take a bass chinebino and to be a senior to nuclear weapon being and home vibration and a home from a be bad. Because our system what to me eradicate all these toxins, a bit me even think I made this information where the amount. But like I'm saying, there have been wars can be happening all the time, so don't be afraid. And to quite be see a bad drain. Because even Oko Gaza and Pa now use it for a two bomb all the time, people were still living there. It doesn't mean the world is coming to an end, but it's going to be very chaotic. I'll be clear with you. Young call number 104. Radio. In 2028-2029, the world will be in a big hunger, and there will be restrictions on movement. There will be another lockdown, like what we experienced during the COVID times. So 2028-2029, a comkesiye bebe we ase. Yeah. A comkesiye, and there will be restrictions on movement. What happened during COVID-19? Something that looks like that will happen 2028-2029. They're making a market and see. Don't forget, I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. Number 105. There will be some great avatars to change some situations in the world during the period. So from 2026 all the way to 2030 now, each will be seen. There will be some powerful beings, saintly people that will also manifest. They will come out. Almost positive energy, will help to resolve some of these problems in the world. So a very good point to say, some saintly people, some great souls within this period, will manifest, and they will do good to the world with their positive vibrations. Number 106. Something that looks like a third world war will start after October 27. We might come from last year because the stars do not lie. Something that looks like the third world war will start after October 2027. 107. October 2027 will be the time that China will finally attack Taiwan. So China will attack Taiwan. America be jiga ebeyen tokwakese. China will be dismantled. The US will be there will be places in the US that best say completely. But China so will be dismantled, will be completely vanquished. So after October 2027, stars and say China will finally attack Taiwan. The prediction can be for Ghana in 2026 because the universal year number 1 ruled by the sun. The Ghana will experience themes of new beginnings, bold leadership, innovation, and independence on a collective level, align with the numerological number number 1. So astrologically, there will be Saturn in Pisces throughout the whole year. From 2025 now to us, and emphasize on discipline, karmic lessons, structural reforms, and emotional or spiritual maturity. This can manifest as challenges in governance, economy, or collective illusion, dissolving as example here, realism in policy, addressing long-term issues like resources or boundaries. Ghana will have issues with the boundaries this year. See, Ghana will have issues with boundaries this year. Because the issue with boundaries are, either say a terrorist attack be, some group of people will try to claim some part of Ghana in a way, Ghana is going to experience according to the stars. So Ghana will have issues with resources and boundaries this year. So Ghana manya very careful. Now momu entertain any tribe be but try any baby. Because based on this, number 1, the sun is ruling. We will have some problems that have to do with boundaries in 2026. But also steady progress, through hard work, and accountability, Ghana will do well. So, as I say, try to steady progress, hard work and accountability. With this, Ghana beat me at the year. But Jupiter will enter into Cancer, okay, and this will be around June. So in Ghana, it will bring expansion, it will bring protection, nurturing energy, and growth in areas like home, family security, emotional well-being, and foundational stability, and then farming. So this year, kuyejuma efi this time year to be as a June nyina enkoyi. But from June going, saban no emnya the positive influence of the sun. And now me bobo din nyina expansion, protection, nurturing energy, the growth in areas like home, family security, farm, emotional well-being, and foundational stability nyina ebekoyi. But if the negative side of the sun, or number 1, affect Ghana, it is going to be problematic. There will be so much joy in Ghana because of FIFA World Cup in Ghana Ekobino. Yeah, I learned some group L, alongside with England, Croatia, and Panama. So this could spark some national pride, some unity and excitement, resonating with the universal year number 1, the normal leadership. So Jupiter will be in Cancer, and that means that it be here protection, it be here emotional boost, or media. So from June going, the government need to work on these things. So other potential mundane influences, will include economic stability. That's early 2026, Ghana, sikasembe kosu year fine. Inflation be from, if the currency is strong, was strong. Now it will carry over from a year from late 2025 and all the way near that will be remove 2025, 2026. Any more calling in our bones be a bit to me, crack. And indeed, overall, 2026 appears a year of renewal and opportunity for Ghana astrologically. So new leadership directions, because the year is number 1 and the sun is ruling, discipline, restructuring, and mid-year emotional foundational growth will help Ghana bit me a day. Couple that with a work up your team call nation pride and all that. Never normal to me, but challenges may arise from planet Saturn's position, testing our energy until from June kono. You better see any energy crisis. So you see, you need doom so from June kono. You better see I experience it. But when we balance our effort, everything is going to be fine. So these are a few things I would like to say about Ghana. I've written something down about MPP. Election now, Baumianom ne Japan ne Omakano. I've written something about it, but Makasa for 2 hours. Maybe there may life for remedies, Now me the MPP ni NDC for election study ebe call na me abeka ho. Abusia. And some beka chire mu nyina no. So beka ya me say work up no. Stars and say. Stars and say 3 countries: Argentina, Spain, and France. 3 of them. Argentina and Spain ebeko finals. Na Argentina are winning. That's what stars are saying. You know, make stars in Naka. It's from June going, you know, there's going to be energy crisis in Ghana. So the government should start working on it from now. So if they have to get some few things, normal bit make keep possible. I'm not sure on bit me. And yes, from June going, Ghana is going to enter into energy crisis. Ghana stand in match first, second, third, and I'm a canon. I'm a canon in Ivan. Okay, the most important is first, second, third, and I'm a canon. Argentina, Spain, and France. Sana stars in the can. And as you know, me, I am the mouthpiece of the stars. What the stars will say, I will say it. But in that I say, I am not God. I'm a human. You know, yes. And you be beyond 100%. But normally, we follow stars in that child. What the star says, what can you go ahead and say it? But you also be the question, maybe say, yes, 4 minutes. If you want to ask some question, crypto, go and watch the video back. I gave prediction on crypto, detailed reading on crypto. So wait my video. The video you ever post to at the top Facebook. I mean, you post to YouTube. Obiti mi akwa share ewo. Any coup in Africa, yeah. In fact, stars and say world stage, you know, Venezuela government obeko, Cuba obeko, Colombia government and so be break it down. Iran regime and so be falling. These are the 4. Over Africa, I will have said 3 other coups will happen in Africa in 2026. Because the sun is ruling is about leadership. But the negative trait of sun number 1, ISN, no, and a lot of chaos, ABCC. And then, you know, 3 African countries will experience a coup d'etat. And I'll call the world stage so Venezuela government will go, Colombia government will go, Cuba will go, Iran regime will go. These are what the stars are saying. So the finals of World Cup is my pension. The way I will stick by the What about agriculture? Farming. From now up to June, farming is going to do very well. But from June, no better style. So the government have to start preparing things now, so they be a bit more sustaining the difficulties that you be experiencing after June 2026. But we see here, you can more than 2 hours. And in the video, no, our Facebook, we'll be sharing later. And back to YouTube, we talk about YouTube. Try so better training. I mean, say, Mr. Kofi be the better training now. They are 2. As it, you be market. The SC need the SCB. You be market. But I'm saying, Yanko Ponko be African Cup. Many be am fan. Why? Tell me we know. I'm a margin to many be am fan. What to do to align with the sun? My be remedies. No, me the beba. 2 hours is enough. Yes, sir. Video net tintin be ya. What of the stock market? But you can't want 70 ko video in the back. Why? Can you repeat 101 and 102? Go back and watch the video. I will say, I will come back with remedies of 2026. Then I'll be to me 2026 and will be to me I live good individually. The Bible, yes, that video. Until time I'll let you know. Then you bet you the color of the year. And this year, no, you bet you the element, a rule this year. The remedies until you'll get it. The money now saying Yanko Ponko be a home, the baby Musunia saying Yanko Pompangu, the baby in Chanel Domon Fandomo. The money now say, this is Jnana Caksus, and I be for Jnana. I came over here to give you tomorrow's news today. Mark everything down. All that I said will happen. Bye-bye.